Easy go.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Cade and today I have for you guys some more Fortnite and Battle Royale. In this video we're going to be taking a look at week 2 of season 4 and it's going to be really awesome. And also make sure to stick around on my channel, subscribe if you guys aren't ready, leave a like and comment, all that stuff. I want to get to know you guys. But anyways, later this, I believe today, we'll have out for you guys where you can find that free tier. So if you guys see it right here, it says search between a scarecrow, a pink hot rod, and a big screen. So we'll go ahead and find that for you guys and I'll show you guys where that is. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the new limited time game mode, and this is the Infinity Gauntlet game mode. And so basically you can become THANOS or however you say it. Sorry, I mess up on that all the time, but you can become him. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into a game. I'm not going to spoil too much for you guys, but hopefully we'll get a win and hopefully I become him. We'll see what happens. And unfortunately this is still going to be a voiceover because I was recording the live commentary and then my screen started going black. So it won't be black here, but my actual screen, because it's connected to an Elgato on my computer, and something happened and it started going black and I was like, oh no, what's happening? And so I kind of just stood there and freaked out for a minute, and then I looked up after the gameplay, after whatever happened, you guys will see, and it only said that 12 minutes had been recorded. So right when the screen was going black, for some reason my audio just stopped recording and it was crazy. I don't really know why that happened, but anyways, that's what happened, and we're gonna kind of just be talking about this gameplay and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So anyways, we got here and we landed and we saw that, oh sorry, I'm very sick, we saw that guy landing over there, and so then we decided to try to get some loot before we pressured him. And we got a blue AR, and I was like, well, maybe we'll go with the blue AR, but then I thought about it and I was like, okay, let's go over to this house right here before we push him, see if we can find a shotty, maybe some minis, and we'll see what happens. And yeah, then you guys will see what happens next. Let's see. Alright, so we didn't find any more shield, but we found what we needed. We found a shotty, which is good. And then we heard a chest back here, so I went and checked it out. And so right here, this sound that you guys just heard, that's the Infinity Gauntlet comet coming down. And so as you guys saw, you know, it comes down in a comet and all that stuff. And here I noticed shooting, so I decided to push after I got a little bit more mats, and I wanted to grab that and the bandages. But yeah, that sound is when it actually drops. That's what happens. And also, if you guys didn't know, in this game mode, the loot that you guys get is going to be a lot more rarity. Like it'll be, the rare things won't be as rare to get, so it's a lot easier to get a legendary scar or something like that. And so that's what happens, is you'll see we'll find, you know, a lot of great loot, and it's not too hard to find that stuff, thankfully. And we saw the guy over there, and I didn't know where he went. So I was really confused at this point, but I just decided to shoot at that bush because I saw, if you guys saw him over there, it looked like he was running towards the loot. And so I thought that's what happened, but apparently not. I think he might have gone to heal up, but as you see, we just found a legendary scar, like right off the bat, basically. And so unfortunately we couldn't grab this kill, but we did grab this next one. Whenever this guy, I think we go to this barn here and check it out, and then he comes over and we get him. So it's pretty nice. I don't know, I don't think I found anything in this barn. I think it was already all looted, but that's alright. So I'm just collecting some wood, and then you can hear him or her or whatever it is, so I shoot him. And then I decided to switch my legendary scar. Fortunately they get a hit there. Then we get them down there, which is good. We go over and check out their loot, and I think they had a chug jug, which I did decide to use because for that health it's worth it. And I had bandy, so I was like, might as well. But as you guys can see now, Thanos is super low. So basically he has, I believe, 800 life and 200 shield, and so every time he gets a kill his shield goes all the way back up. But other than that, he doesn't regenerate right away. I think his life regenerates over time, but anyways, he just died there. And so then once he dies, the gauntlet drops and anybody can pick it up. Normally it's the person that killed him or somebody who's really close, and they'll get that gauntlet, and then, you know, that'll be the next person that's Thanos. And it's basically just a solos, except for you have a huge boss, and one person could always be that, and it's crazy. So now I think we head into the next circle and go ahead and check that out and see what's happening. And I believe that we were trying to find people rotating here. So if you don't know what that is, that's when the storm is, so the storm just comes in and the next circle isn't there. So we're trying to find people rotating and coming towards the next circle. And we didn't find anybody on this side of the map, but we do a little bit further down, we'll find some people. I think over this hill in Tomato Town there were some people fighting. but I'm not exactly sure. And you guys will see here in a minute, but I believe you can see Thanos anywhere on the map, so you always know where he is. I didn't know that, and then I looked on the map and I saw it moving around. I was like, wait, you could just look at the map and see him, so that was pretty cool. But anyways, what do you guys think of this Thanos character? They did nerf him, so before he had 700 life and 300 shield. So whenever he got a kill, he'd go right back up to that 300 life instead of 200 now. And that makes him a little bit easier to kill, just because if there's 3 people shooting at him, he kills one of them, he only gets 200 instant life instead of 300. And so it does make him a little bit easier to kill. But, you know, he's still pretty powerful. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to play with him when he was, you know, like, had all that shield, and it was a lot crazier. But that's what it is now. And we saw this guy, so he took shots at him, and then he dropped a portafort. And I was like, come on, dude. I don't know why in this situation you drop a portafort. I never would, because he's like super close. But anyways, we killed that one guy. So there was apparently 2 people here. I didn't know that. I thought that was the guy who dropped the portafort, but it wasn't. So we killed him, and then I realized that I was still getting shot at. So then I built up here a little bit, and then we go ahead and try and get this guy. And see, Thanos just died again, so you'll hear it. And now his gauntlet is up for grabs, but in a couple seconds here, somebody else will get it. And unfortunately, this was kind of an unfortunate round, because the gauntlet went really far away from me. It was all the way on the other side of the map. And so, it was like all the way on the other side of the map, I believe, over by like retail and all that, like way past that, and salty. And that's where it started out. And so unfortunately, we couldn't really like get to it and try to fight for it until the circle got a little bit smaller. But we did get in some action. So we get this guy here. That's our 3rd kill. And then I believe we just checked for loot around here, because I knew that we killed that first guy here, but it didn't seem like he had much. It was kind of disappointing. But anyways, then we move over to this guy, and I thought for sure that he was shooting at me with an AR or something. But when we get over here, all that I could find is a submachine gun. So I was really confused about that. I don't really know what happened here, but this is all the loot he had. And I was like, wait, really? That's interesting. But anyways, so I ran up here because I thought that maybe there would be more loot up there, and then I looked and I was like, nope. All right. Then I think we decided to take that purple SMG. Eventually, we thought about it, and we're like, yeah, we should take that. And then I started running the other way, and then I was like, wait, why don't I trade out the blue SMG? I think. Oh no. Anyways, that's what I should have done, but that's all right. So we hear sniping now, and we're gonna have to decide where to go, because we are in the circle, which is nice, and we always want to be catching those people rotating. And we see a guy up here. And I don't know why I decided to take shots. He was so far away, but I did, and that's alright. But then we hear him, and you guys can see him right there. And he dropped right before I decided to actually pull the trigger on my gun. But anyways, we hear sniping, so I'm trying to figure out where people are. And I know a lot of people are going to be rotating into this circle here really quick. And so then I'm trying to decide what to do. And I see this launch pad over here, so I take note of that. My guess is that somebody's going to use that to get into the circle eventually, so I'm going to always be watching behind me here. But we do kind of look for people rotating out of Dusty, and we'll see what happens. And then I think we see this Dark Voyager up on the hill here, or maybe we saw Thanos, I don't know. But yeah, we saw the Dark Voyager there, and so he's rotating over to get the loot from the person that he killed. And this was utterly ridiculous. So, like, my crosshairs were like right on him, and I didn't hit him hardly at all. Thank goodness he was clueless and had no idea where I was and was building in front of him, and I just went up and he didn't know. I think he was a one-shot though, so that was nice. But thank goodness that man was not very smart, or not very aware of his surroundings, I guess would be the proper thing to say. Okay, so now we just loot up a little bit and try to grab a little bit more loot. And in a second here, we'll be looking for those people rotating again. I think, oh yeah, I decided to take the bolt and the RPG, I believe, is what we decided. Yeah, that is what we decided, so. Anyway, so I think I was trying to debate, because it only had 6 rockets. I was trying to decide what to do, but this is what we took. And then we saw the supply drop over here, so we went over to the supply drop, and we got some shield from that. And so thankfully, I was like getting super scared at this point, because Thanos, I had no idea where he was at. I was like, oh my goodness, he's like right here. I thought he was coming for us at one point. But thankfully, we're okay. So we found this shield, and I rotated over, and I saw the person launch padding that I was talking about earlier. I knew that was going to happen at one point. And then we started taking shots. Thankfully, we nailed a quick headshot, so we knocked them out real quick. But now we're at 5 kills, and there's 7 people left. And the circle's getting pretty small. But as you guys can see here, I realized that Thanos is getting shot, and so I'm trying to decide what to do. And he's at 1 health. So I think he was at 1 health. I think he might have actually died there, and then somebody else picked it back up, and then it just didn't change yet, because in a second here it changes like instantly. So that's what happened. So now the Thanos is down there in the crates, and I'm not exactly sure what to do, but I decided to go check out the person from behind us. I decided to go check out their loot and see what we can do with that. And I was hoping for like a med kit or something, but you know, we didn't get that. But we did get a decent amount of loot. But as you guys can hear, you can see him there on the map, in the mini map. He's in the crater area, and so like I thought he might have been coming for me. I was like super scared, but then I realized he wasn't. And so here, you know, it wasn't necessarily a bad decision, but I decided to take the sniper instead of the RPG, only because the RPG had 6 rockets. But I was thinking about it, I was like, 6 rockets could possibly kill Thanos. So then I went back and picked it up. I was like, no, I gotta stick with the sniper, because if he's far away, I want to be able to snipe him. So we grabbed that. We grabbed the sniper real quick, and then we're trying to decide what to do. And I think we grabbed these bandies, and he is getting shot here. I don't think that he dies. I think that this man here is going to end up being the last Thanos. I could be completely wrong though. Oh no, he does die. And so another guy gets his gauntlet, and I was going to try to go grab that gauntlet, but then I realized I didn't have time. So there's 4 people left, 5 kills, and the new Thanos is like right next to me, and I'm trying to decide what to do. And so I hear him, and I think I decide to go down and check out and make sure we don't have anybody that's going to be rotating from behind us. We'll see here. I think I go down in this ravine and just check it out, make sure that we don't have anybody camping or anything. But I'm trying to decide what to do. And I think this is where, so if you guys see here, he kills this guy, I believe. And now it's down to 3. I was hoping to hit that shot. But anyways, and right around here, this is the area, I think, where my screen goes black. So I think I go and search down here a little bit, and then I go back up. I'm trying to line up a shot on him, and my screen goes black, and I'm like, what is happening? So I think my computer just messed something up. But thankfully, I don't record with the Elgato because my computer isn't good enough. I record with just the PlayStation software. Now, I stream with the Elgato because it can handle that, but I don't record. And so thankfully, the actual gameplay isn't messed up. I just couldn't see it on my screen. Like, the PlayStation is still capturing it, but I couldn't see it. Like, right here, I was getting ready, and it still hasn't happened yet. You'll be able to tell when it happens. But anyways, I was getting ready to line up a shot, and then I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. I don't know what's happening. Or no. It's not right here. It's right. Oh, yeah. It's right here. I don't know what's happening, because right there, I wanted to take a shot at him so bad right there, but I couldn't, because I had no idea where he was. Like, I couldn't see him. And I think now it comes back on. I think that's where it was. It might be here in a second, though. I'm not exactly sure. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a little farther up. I'm pretty sure back there I could still see. But there's 3 people left, so me and one other guy. And Thanos, obviously. And we decided to push over here to the storage containers, or to this, like, little antenna place, and get in the safe zone. That way we won't have to rotate anymore, and hopefully, because I think I knew this was the last circle. I think after this, it's just whoever dies. So anyways, we're just outside of the circle, I noticed, and so we decided to come up here, and I'm not really sure what to do. So I kind of check it out, make sure that the last guy isn't over here besides Thanos, obviously. And I decided to build a little bit of, like, stuff here, and I realized I rotated this wrong. So anyways, I think I was, like, building here, trying to decide what to do. I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know. And then I heard him, I was like, oh no, I gotta hide. So I just stood here, and he's, like, right above me. If you guys can't tell, he's right above me right now. He's right there. So I built, he didn't hit me, I just kept building. And then I decided to do this, because he jumped there. So I decided to build all above me, and you saw him right there through the thing. I don't know what exactly he was shooting at here, because he wasn't hitting me, that's for sure. And he wasn't hitting any of my thing, but I just decided to try to confuse him as to where I was, and I just built everywhere. And I was hoping that he wouldn't actually see me. Obviously, he can check the actual thing. But I just decided to go down here. I decided to switch to iron. That I live in, and I hear the guy right there, but I didn't see him. So I heard that guy walking up next to me there, but I didn't see him. And so now I notice Thanos is getting damaged, and I'm pretty sure that this guy's over here somewhere. So I try to see Thanos, and I run out a little bit, and then I realize he's right on top of me again, and he goes up on that hill. So then I come over here, and I was thinking through this whole thing. If I find another person, do I kill them? Or do I try to kill them, or do I leave them? And hopefully they'll help me take out Thanos. But I saw this guy, he's in the storm, and he pulled out an RPG, and I decided I gotta take him out. And so now it's me versus Thanos, guys. 6 kills, me versus Thanos. We're in the smallest circle. I'm in my mini base here. I see him go there, and then I realized, oh no, and he's shooting up at this guy. I don't know what he was doing. So I just kept shooting, and I killed him. And oh my goodness, guys, I freaked out. I freaked out. Anyways, guys, that was a pretty awesome video. I think we killed Thanos in a 1v1 situation. No help from anybody else. He was full life and full shield there, I think. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. And other than that, we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.